All right, so get this. Bitcoin's about to hit like $100,000.
Yeah.
I know we've seen some crazy price swings before,
Yeah,
but something just feels different this time around.
it does.
And you sent me like a whole stack of articles about this,
I did.
which seem to back that up. So buckle up, folks, because today we are diving deep into WHY. This could be Bitcoin's big breakout moment.
Well, what's really interesting right now is we're seeing a lot of factors kind of converging at the same time
Right.
that point to a more mature
Okay.
and, dare I say, mainstream Bitcoin.
Okay, so let's ditch all the hype
Yeah.
and dive into like the nitty-gritty details.
Sure.
One thing that really jumped out at me from these articles you sent is the potential shift in the regulatory landscape.
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal with the SEC?
Right.
Why is everyone talking about like a crypto-friendly environment all of a sudden?
Well, the departure of SEC Chair Gary Gensler
Okay.
seems to have sparked a lot of optimism. A lot of investors are anticipating a less strict approach
Okay.
to crypto regulations under new leadership.
Gotcha.
And this could potentially open the door for wider adoption and make institutional players more comfortable entering the space.
Ah, so less red tape, more green lights.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about this MicroStrategy thing?
Yeah.
They are not just dipping their toes in.
Right.
They're doing like a cannonball into this Bitcoin pool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're going all in.
They are going all in.
Yeah, their aggressive acquisition strategy is certainly turning heads.
Yeah.
What's fascinating is their reasoning behind it.
Right.
They're not just chasing these short-term gains.
Yeah.
They're betting big on Bitcoin as a digital store of value,
Okay.
like a digital gold, if you will.
Hold on. Digital gold. So they think it's going to be a safe haven asset, like actual gold.
That's their bet,
wow.
and they're not alone. More and more institutional investors are starting to see Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation,
Right.
economic uncertainty, things like that.
Wow. That's a bold move.
It is.
But if these big players are like, convinced,
Yeah,
does that mean everyday investors like, me and you and our listener
right.
can get in on the action?
Absolutely. And that's one of the big things that we're seeing
Okay.
is a surge in these Bitcoin ETFs and options trading,
Okay.
which makes it a lot easier for everyday retail investors to get involved.
Gotcha.
And that accessibility is really a major factor in this whole mainstream adoption thing.
Okay, so it's not just for tech geeks and like crypto whales anymore.
Not at all.
Wow.
The barriers are lowering, and that's a big deal.
That is a very big deal.
Yeah.
You know what else caught my eye in these articles?
What's that?
This whole idea of Bitcoin moving beyond just an investment
Right.
and like into everyday use.
Uh-huh.
It's like blockchain is finally shedding all that like tech jargon and actually becoming user friendly.
Right. This is what some people are calling the utility phase of crypto.
Okay.
Think stable coins for your daily transactions,
Yeah.
blockchain gaming platforms, even prediction markets for elections.
Wait, hold on. Blockchain for voting.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's something I want to hear more about.
It's a very interesting area.
Yeah.
Blockchain's transparency and its security could revolutionize how we vote,
Right.
make things more secure, less susceptible to manipulation, all that.
Okay, this is getting really interesting, but I have to admit,
That-
every time I hear the word blockchain,
Yeah.
my brain kind of freezes up.
Yeah, it can be a little intimidating.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So can you break it down for me?
Sure.
And for our listeners out there. Like,
Yeah.
We're 5 years old.
So imagine like a digital ledger
Okay.
that records every single transaction,
Uh-huh.
but in a super secure and transparent way.
Oh.
And this ledger is spread across this entire network of computers, making it basically impossible to tamper with.
Gotcha.
That's the essence of blockchain.
So it's like a super secure, unhackable record-keeping system.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, and this is what powers all these new applications we're talking about.
This is the foundation
Okay.
for everything from cryptocurrencies to supply chain management to digital identity verification.
Okay, my brain is slowly unfreezing.
Good, good.
But let's be real,
Yeah.
crypto has had its share of,
Yeah.
shall we say, growing pains. I
Right.
mean, remember those wild ICO days?
Oh, yeah.
It was like so much hype, so many scams.
Yeah. There were definitely some bad actors.
Yeah, it was kind of a mess back then.
Yeah, it was a period of very rapid growth, a lot of
Yeah.
speculation, and yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people took advantage of that.
Yeah, and then came the crypto winters
Yeah.
of 2020 through 2023.
Right.
And the FTX Luna collapses.
Right.
Talk about a reality check.
It was a big one.
Yeah, it felt like that whole crypto world was imploding.
Yeah, those are some painful events.
Yeah.
But, they really highlighted
Okay.
the need for better transparency, better regulation, better investor protection.
Gotcha.
And honestly, we've seen significant progress in those areas since then.
Okay, so it's like the industry learned some hard lessons
Yeah.
and is now trying to build like a more stable,
Because now
secure foundation.
they're focusing more on responsible development now,
Right.
which is essential for long-term success.
Right, which brings us to this whole delicate balancing act
Yeah.
of trying to tame the wild west of crypto
Uh-huh.
without stifling all this amazing innovation that's happening.
Right, finding that sweet spot
Yeah.
between regulation and fostering a space where creativity can thrive.
It's a tough one.
It is. It is.
And it seems like platforms like Coinbase and Kraken
Yeah.
are playing a pretty key role in all this.
They are.
I see them mentioned a lot in these articles,
Yeah.
especially like about educating users on responsible crypto practices.
Yeah. They've really stepped up. They're not just exchanges anymore.
Yeah.
They're becoming like these educational hubs,
Interesting.
providing resources and guidance on everything,
Yeah.
from choosing reputable projects to understanding self-custody.
So knowledge is power,
Absolutely.
especially in this crypto world, right?
It really is.
Yeah.
The more informed investors are,
Right.
the better equipped they'll be to navigate all the risks and opportunities out there.
Right. And speaking of opportunities,
Yeah.
the thing that really surprised me
What's that?
was seeing traditional finance giants
Yeah.
like X2B
Right.
dipping their toes into the crypto pool.
Yeah.
What is the significance of that?
It's a really interesting development.
Yeah.
The entry of these big established players
Uh-huh.
brings expertise, stability,
Okay.
and a level of legitimacy to the space,
I gotcha.
which could attract even more mainstream investors.
So it's like the old guard is finally recognizing
think they are.
the potential of this new financial landscape.
It seems so, and that's a sign that crypto is maturing
Okay.
and becoming more integrated into the global financial system.
Okay, but let's not forget about,
Yeah.
the elephant in the room,
Right.
meme coins,
Yes.
and other speculative assets.
Of course.
They're still out there,
They're still out of...
attracting a lot of attention.
Yes.
And let's be honest, sometimes causing chaos.
Yeah. The meme coin phenomenon is a reminder that speculation and hype
Yeah.
are still a big part of the crypto landscape.
Yeah, so it's this constant push and pull
It is.
between innovation and responsible practices.
Exactly. And finding that balance
Yeah.
is going to be really crucial
Yeah.
for the long-term health and sustainability of this whole ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fascinating tightrope walk for sure.
It is.
But the fact that we're even having these conversations
Yeah.
shows how far crypto has already come. Remember a few years ago it was dismissed
Yeah.
as this fringe movement, a fad?
Right.
And now it's knocking on the door
Yeah.
of a $100,000 milestone.
Mm.
I mean, that's a powerful statement.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, like, what happens next? Does
Right.
Bitcoin become so integrated into our daily lives that we don't even think twice about using it?
It's a definite possibility.
Like, will we be paying for our coffee with Bitcoin?
Potentially.
Wow.
Imagine getting paid in stable coins,
Yeah.
using blockchain to vote in elections,
Right.
managing your retirement savings on a decentralized platform.
Okay, now that's like a whole new world.
It is.
But with that kind of integration,
Yeah,
wouldn't there be challenges too?
of course.
I mean, it sounds pretty complex.
We'd have to address a lot of issues,
Okay.
like security, scalability, accessibility.
Right.
How do we make sure that everyone
Right.
can participate in this new financial system?
Yeah, regardless of their technical knowledge.
Exactly.
Right.
How do we prevent bad actors
Mm-hmm.
from exploiting vulnerabilities?
Right. These are some big questions.
They are. They are.
But they're questions we need to be asking.
Yeah.
We want to build a future where crypto benefits everyone.
That's right. This isn't just about making money.
Right.
It's about creating a more equitable
Yeah,
and transparent financial system.
absolutely. So let's bring this back to our listener.
Sure.
What does all this mean for them personally?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And honestly, it depends on
Yeah.
their individual circumstances,
Mhm.
their risk tolerance.
Right.
But I think at the very least,
Okay.
understanding the basics of crypto
Yeah.
and how it's evolving.
Uh-huh.
It's becoming really important.
Yeah. It's like learning a new language almost.
Yeah.
A language that's increasingly being spoken
Right.
in finance, technology, even everyday life.
Exactly. Even if you're not planning on
Right.
investing
Right.
in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
Just having this basic understanding
Yeah.
of how this technology works
Uh-huh.
can give you a serious leg up
Okay.
in navigating the future.
So where does someone even begin?
Yeah.
You mentioned Coinbase and Kraken earlier. Are those
know.
good places to start?
They're definitely valuable resources. They offer really user-friendly interfaces,
Right.
educational materials,
Mm-hmm.
a variety of investment options.
But remember,
Yeah.
knowledge is power.
It is.
Before diving headfirst into any investment,
Right.
do your research.
Yeah.
Understand the risks.
For sure.
And never invest more than you can afford to lose.
Couldn't agree more.
Right.
Yeah, that's crucial advice.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Right.
You know, seek out different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
Challenge your own assumptions.
Yeah, this crypto world is constantly changing, so
It is.
staying informed is key.
Absolutely.
It's like we've only just scratched the surface of
Yeah.
this massive iceberg.
It's a great analogy. There's just so much more to explore
Right.
within the sources that you shared.
Yeah.
And beyond, honestly.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of the key takeaways today,
Uh-huh.
but we encourage you to dive deeper
Okay.
into that original material.
Yeah.
Satisfy that curiosity.
Right.
Form
So-
your own conclusions.
So as Bitcoin continues its climb
Yeah.
towards that $100,000 mark, it's a good time to really reflect
It is.
on what this all means for the future of finance,
Yeah.
technology, even our daily lives.
What's fascinating here
Yeah.
is that we're witnessing
Yeah.
this truly transformative
Yeah.
technology
Right.
unfold in real time.
Mhm.
It's disruptive, it's exciting,
Yeah.
full of potential,
Right.
but it also comes with risks and challenges that we need to address responsibly.
And as with any major shift,
Yeah.
there will be winners and losers,
Farce.
early adopters and skeptics.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure,
What's that?
this is a conversation that's only going to get bigger
Absolutely.
and more important in the years to come.
It is, absolutely. The key is to stay informed,
Yeah.
stay engaged,
Uh-huh.
approach this whole evolving landscape
Mhm.
with a healthy balance of
Oh, yeah.
curiosity and caution.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From the regulatory shifts and the institutional investments
Yeah.
driving Bitcoin's price surge
Right.
to the potential of these blockchain applications in our daily lives.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. It has.
And as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with one final thought
Okay.
to ponder, all right?
What?
If Bitcoin does become more integrated
Yeah.
into our everyday lives, like the article suggests,
Right.
what are some of the potential benefits
Okay.
and challenges we might face?
That's a great question to leave our listener with.
It is. It is.
It's like a choose your own adventure.
Right.
For the future of finance.
Exactly. Will we see greater financial inclusion, more efficient systems, increased transparency?
Right.
Or will we face new security threats, regulatory hurdles,
Yeah.
a widening gap
Right.
between those who embrace this new technology
Yeah.
and those who get left behind?
It's a lot to consider.
It is.
And there are no easy answers.
Not at all.
But by engaging in these conversations,
Yeah.
by learning
Right.
and staying informed,
Uh-huh.
we can help shape the future
Aha.
of this exciting and rapidly evolving space.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive
Yeah.
into the world of Bitcoin.
It really does feel like we're watching a major shift unfold, you know?
Yeah, it's not just about Bitcoin hitting some magic number.
Right, exactly.
It's bigger than that.
Yeah.
It's about how we think about money,
Yeah.
finance, even technology,
It's all changing.
all being challenged and reshaped.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty exciting time to be watching this all happen.
It really is.
It is. Before we go, I want to circle back, though,
Seriously.
to something we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
This whole idea of Bitcoin, like, becoming a part of our everyday lives.
Right.
It seems like all these articles are pointing to a future
They are.
where crypto isn't just an investment, it's
Yeah.
something we use every day.
Right.
So what could that actually look like?
Well, imagine walking into a coffee shop
Okay.
and paying with stable coins instantly
Okay.
with like no fees.
Right.
Or casting your vote in an election
Right.
using a secure blockchain platform.
I gotta say, that voting thing, it still kind of blows my mind.
It's a powerful concept.
It is. I can see how blockchain can make elections more secure. But what about accessibility?
Yeah.
Would it be like too complicated for people who aren't that tech savvy?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
And it's something that a lot of developers are working on. The goal is to create these user-friendly interfaces that make interacting with blockchain as simple as using any other app on your phone.
So it's about making this technology work for everyone.
Exactly.
Not just the tech elite.
Not just the few, yeah.
Right.
It's about empowering individuals.
Yeah.
Giving them more control over their money.
Right.
Their data.
Okay, now that's a future I can really get behind.
That's a promising vision.
It is, but let's be realistic for a second.
Sure.
There are bound to be some bumps in the road, right?
Of course there will be challenges.
Yeah. What are some of the potential challenges?
Well, security is always going to be a big one.
Okay.
You know, as more people use crypto, it becomes a bigger target for hackers, scammers.
So making sure that people's money and data is safe
It's paramount.
is like the top priority?
It has to be, yeah.
Okay. And I imagine regulation is going to continue to be a hot topic, too.
Absolutely. Finding that balance between protecting investors and fostering innovation.
Right.
It's crucial. We need clear guidelines that prevent fraud and manipulation without stifling all the creativity that drives this industry forward.
It sounds like there's a lot to consider.
There is.
Both the good and the bad.
The potential and the risks, yeah.
Yeah, so for our listener out there who's continuing their deep dive into this, what's like the one key takeaway?
I think the most important thing is to approach all of this with informed curiosity. Stay engaged, learn as much as you can. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Right.
The future of crypto is being written right now.
Yeah.
And we all have a role to play in shaping it.
I love that. So there you have it, folks.
That's it.
Bitcoin's big leap, the wild world of blockchain.
It's a wild ride.
It is, and a glimpse into the future where crypto might just as common as using cash.
Who knows?
Right. We hope this deep dive has given you some food for thought. Sparked your curiosity about this crazy world.
It's a fascinating space.
It is. And remember, this is just the beginning of the conversation.
It is.
There's a whole universe of knowledge out there.
Absolutely.
Waiting to be explored.
Within those sources and beyond.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us on this journey.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And until next time, keep those brains buzzing.
Keep learning.
And those curiosity engines running.